Hey YouTube, how you doing? Today is going to be a short video. My name's Andrew. I'm a stuntman, performer, actor, athlete, and high performance coach. But I guess I'm doing YouTube now. I got to make a short video today, but I just want to tell you something. I'm going to try and keep it short. Just be mindful, okay? When you're out there, if you ain't got good guidance in the place that you're resting in, especially if you're young right now, you're going to end up on the streets. And streets is a very serious thing, man. You got to be careful of what you do in like your earlier years, because I did some stuff in my earlier years. I didn't really do stuff. I was just with the wrong crowd, and I was pardoned for a lot of like the activities I did, and um I was, it's just I made some bad decisions at a young age, and I hung with the wrong crowd, and they did some bad things, and things happen, so be careful what you do in your youth. Be careful what you do in your early days. Like, don't make the mistake I did. Like, I'm going through some mental stuff, mental health, mental development right now, and I'm just like, I'm just reflecting on things, and I'm like interacting with certain people, and people bring up the history, and people bring up past, and people bring up this, and that stuff never leaves you, and people will always associate you with like a potential like danger, especially if you're hanging out with really not so good people. So I want you to realize that, the streets are going to be out there, always going to be out there. And if nobody's home, you're going to end up there. But there's good people and there's bad people in the streets. And I want you to know there's two things. You can make two choices. When I was 17 years old, I was sitting on the corner of the streets, and I was like in front of Scarborough Boys Girl Community Center, Scarborough Boys and Girls Club Community Center, and way back. And I was smoking a cigarette, just being a rebellious teen. And I had this choice to make. Somebody came out from the inside the community center, say, hey, they're running ball right now, you should go inside and play. And thank God I flicked that cigarette away, and I walked inside the community center, because I was sitting there, I looked in front of me, I saw the chaos. I saw the chaos of the streets. I saw people betraying each other. I saw bums beating each other up. I saw, just the maniacal things, just the streets, people hustling, people doing things, prostitutes, pimps doing their thing. You see it, you can't miss it. So when I stood up and I walked inside that community center, that changed the direction of where my life went after that. When I was 21, I went and I dated this girl, and her brother was just a really bad guy, and I didn't know about that. And I was caught in a situation where I was like, with him while he was being incarcerated, and it was guilty by association. But wasn't doing anything illegal or anything bad. I was just in a bad place at a bad time, wrong place, wrong time. Okay, so please take care of your youth. Remember, there's two choices you can make: the community center or the gangs. And trust me, the gangs aren't going to treat you good. Go to the community centers. You get to meet retired athletes, retired pro athletes, pro Olympians that have retired. You get to meet some really wonderful people in the community that run it, construction workers, and city personnel. And you can really change your life around and really make things happen. So I just want to let you guys know, you got to go out there. You got to do better for yourself. You got to always improve yourself. You got to be wary, at any moment things could happen. Be thankful. Be thankful for every single thing. I had a lot that happened today, and I just had to make this video because life just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I just love each and every one of you, and I hope that you guys can make it through this crazy thing called life. Make sure you protect your youth, protect your young years. Don't make these dumb decisions, because when things happen in your adulthood and people want to investigate and see, hey, what kind of person are you, that's stained in your record. Okay, so whether you're guilty or not, it's still in your record, right? So I want you to know that out there, you could still be a good person. You could still do great. I motivate and I mentor and I coach a lot of people now. And, I'm a stuntman, and I just influence a lot of people now to do better. So I want you to do better, and I want you to think about like the decisions you make. Make the right decision. Do not, do not ever think that the bad decisions are going to make you get ahead fast. You'll see the quick money, you'll see the fast life, but with the fast life comes with a quick end. With the fast life comes a quick end, and I had to say that twice, okay? I've seen it so many times in my life, so just be safe out there, be good out there. Start a YouTube channel and document your stories, okay? Start everything. Go out there and face the world head on, and yeah. I'm scared going through all of this. I'm alone, and I get it. There's a lot of you out there that are alone as well. And we got to make this happen. We got to fight through these demons together, and we got to make it through this together as a family and as a team. Okay, so I just want to say I love you very much, and I hope you make it through this. Okay, and I just want you to know that there's 3 key points. Social awareness, the role of your environment's important. Make sure you're putting yourself in the right environment. Make sure you're hanging out in the right part of town. And if you aren't hanging out in the right part of town, at least be hanging out with the good people in the bad part of town. Okay. Influence, who shapes the mind? It's whoever around you is going to shape your mind, whether it's a good influence or a bad influence. Okay, so if you're on the streets, or if you're out in public, or if you're in a corporate environment, if you're around a bad influence, that's going to rub off on you. Not people are going to affiliate that to you, right? Okay. And then last but not least, leadership and becoming the new change. If you notice that there's a lot of chaos and destruction, and maybe you're being neglected or abandoned, notice the chaos around you, accept it, and then understand that you have to be the person to make that change. And you're not going to be perfect. You're going to slip and make mistakes just like I do. But you can do this. You can make it through this, okay? And I just want to say I love you and I care about you so much. I told you it's going to be a short video. My name's Andrew. I'd like you to leave in the comments your personal stories and struggles that you're going through. Have you ended up being that individual making that choice going to the streets? Just letting you know, when you make that choice to go to the streets, there's no culture and there's no class to it. There's no class level. People on the streets are millionaires, or could be like homeless individuals, or people could also be like, a little bit of everything, right? They could be really good, wholesome people that are just trying to make it through and are in the best situations, or they could be just like really well off people that just have something to prove. They have to control it, money, power, and respect, right? So be wary of the streets. It's going to catch up to you. Be mindful of what you're doing in this life. Be careful. Don't do what I did, man. I'm 42 now, and I'm rough around the edges in my in my appearance, and I could tell people feel uncomfortable first when they're around me, and then they got to start to get to know me before they feel good, right? So build a good character, build yourself up to be a great person, and try your best to make it, man. You guys could do it. I believe in you. I believe in all of you, and I love you so much. Tell me your stories. Tell me everything you got. Let me know any ideas or concepts you may have. Stay off the streets. Be good. Be great. I love you. I love you. Like, subscribe, and comment, Be good. Be safe, okay? Be good. Be safe.